Today on this episode of Reality Gays,
Brandon and Julia are on a world tour.
Gino is here to pump you up and deliver a strongly worded letter.
And two Romanians and Jasmine walk into a bar. That's the joke. Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Fiance.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality gays. Let's love.
David, I need you to answer my questions about Matt.
Okay, Jasmine.
He tells me nothing. I know nothing. You just met me, but I know nothing.
What do you want to know, Jasmine?
I need to know, and be very careful what you say to me next. Does he have a happy penis? Like a gypsy?
Oh, we really find that term derogatory as Romanians.
Oh, what about his penis?
And the Romani people do too.
Oh.
You're making a great start.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Wow. Jasmine making a first impression.
Boy. Boy. We love Jasmine, but I was like, girl, this is messy.
She comes off as so kind of desperate.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what it is? You know, straight men have this idea of, oh, that girl's crazy. Crazy girls. Oh, these crazy women. They're just nuts. Jasmine kind of gives them evidence for, she's batshit insane.
It's Jasmine and Natalie.
Yes.
I think I read on, well, let me say first, y'all, this is Reality Gays, and I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle, and we are two ridiculous homosexuals. I said ridiculous. Ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than tearing reality television a new one.
Especially our favorite obsession, TLC's 90-Day Fiance, Happily Ever After.
Hi.
Season 9, episode 14. You play with matches, you get burned.
What's that from? I didn't look it up.
All
these titles are very straight.
Drew Barrymore, the Firestarter movie. I don't know.
Give me some. I want to be left alone. Or quotes.
Oh, that's actually from Pulp Fiction. We should know that.
I should know. That's kind of that's both a straight movie and a gay movie.
I kind of should know that. You actually should know that.
I should.
I read that I saw in the synopsis that this week in 90 Day Diaries, Natalie is considering getting a nose job because she's insecure about her looks. And so I bring that up because you're right, Jasmine and Natalie kind of give fuel to this woman's crazy fire.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because they're both out of their minds. I think Jasmine would admit it. I think she has.
I think Natalie in 20 years, I still think she's going to be on seasons of The Single Life. Like, I don't think it's ever going to happen. Bless her.
Like she posted something on social media about being in a short film, like her first short film or something like that.
Great. She's a great actor.
Can you imagine what handling her on set was like?
Wretched. Horrible.
Y'all, here's the thing. Unless you get to a certain level as an actor, if you are erratic and nuts on set when you first start out, you won't be hired. I think people now, unfortunately,
even in the day of social media, that's going away for even big
that's
stars.
true. That's true.
Which is good.
Yeah. Because no one wants to be with someone who isn't a team player on a set. And people would rather work with people who were less talented.
But just easy to get along with.
And just easy to get along with.
Yeah.
You're right. It is kind of going away.
Why do y'all think I book jobs? I'm easy to get along with. I'm not necessarily that talented, but really, people just like having you around.
You're like an emotional support actor.
I am fine with it. I am great at that. I should put that on my resume.
I'm not the most talented, but I'm definitely the most emotionally supportive.
Untalented. I'm talented, but I'm not Daniel Gay-Lewis over here.
I'm never going to be the one you call to be an emotional support actor.
No, you're not going to get called because your personality for an acting job. Say it with love. That's okay.
I would have to get called on my talent.
Yeah.
When I was working as a music director, I don't do it as much anymore, but I was called because I did my job well and I was easy. I wasn't an asshole. I hid those asshole qualities.
Oh, you hid them.
Yes, I have to. I'm an asshole.
I guess yeah. Well,
I have to hide that.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
I'm working. Sometimes that part of you helps in some things, but professionally you have to kind of tamp those feelings down. Because I want to say things all the time that I don't say. And this podcast, I say about 90%. Probably more like 80.
I do sometimes have to remind him we'll be in public and I'll have to say, this is real life, not a podcast. Because he gets in there and he'll say things to people or to me. And I'm like, we don't do this here.
It's very freeing sometimes when you just have a microphone in front of you and you're like, oh, fuck, I can say anything I fucking want.
This is kind of like your drag.
It kind of is.
It kind of is like your drag. Sorry, I have drag on the mind because it's an old show, so I'm not going to talk about it on Gaily Dose. And Sissy's told us to watch it then. But I finally started just randomly watching Drag Me to Dinner, which was hosted by
those four drag queens, Thorgy Thor and
no. Drag Me to Dinner is where it's Neil Patrick Harris and his husband executive produced it, and then Manny, who was on Somebody Somewhere, hosted by Murray Hill, and with Bianca Del Rio as one of the judges. It's really, it's cheesy and very wonka, and it's totally all scripted. Yep. But it's really funny watching drag queens trying to cook, watching fucking Detox and Mayhem fucking trying to make a dinner party with food was hilarious. Or no, it was Detox and anyway, it's always 4 different queens each show.
I don't think I could watch something the reality show that feels like where the dialogue is really scripted. I don't know if I could do that.
No, you wouldn't like it. But it's very much like Neil Patrick Harris's humor.
Pass.
But anyway,
pass.
If y'all are looking for something that's just like a funny little 30-minute chuckle, recommend.
Fantastic. Should we get in? Should we go in? Well, we have very important announcements.
We do?
I'm just saying that because
what do we have to announce?
They're all important.
Isn't it just the same shit we said last week?
Take that out, Christina.
Leave it in.
You're being me now. I'll just say this. Seeking Sister Wife this season, holy God.
It's wonderful.
I'm so happy to be watching that show in this year that is 2025.
I am too.
And we asked several of y'all on social media, what was in the chest of drawers in the Boom Boom Room, which we saw for the first time. That's where they all, as Nick says, they all drag me up there.
For the Davises.
Yeah. To the Boom Boom Room. And someone on social media DM'd me and said, it looks like a room where you take a kidnappee.
Yes.
And oh my God, first of all, you watch too much true crime, and I do too, so I know that's exactly what the room looks like. That's scary and also so accurate. It is definitely somewhere where you kidnap someone and put them in there.
Yeah.
It's so fantastic. There's definitely a lavender marriage going on.
Yes, there's definitely that going on. It's only 2 episodes in. I was just telling someone about it last night. It's a
joy.
And the first episode of it is on our YouTube channel. So RealityGays, you can watch it. And then the video episodes of that are going to pop onto the $15 tier because last week was the last new episode of Love After Lockup for the rest of the year.
Yep.
So taking the place of that. And, we do have some big announcements today, and that Love is Blind. It's here.
It's back.
It's back.
Episodes, their episodes dropped Wednesday, October 1st. Ours dropped midnight, October 2nd.
Happy Cocktober to all of you. May the dick be a little scary and plentiful.
Just a little scary.
Right, that's just what Poodle likes.
That little fear of,
ooh,
am I going to be able to? Am I?
Ooh. Oh.
Oh, it was a one-night one of flying purple people that are stuck it in my ass.
This is stupid.
Season 9 in Denver. You can actually go with our journey. You can follow along our journey where we were like, how is this going to work?
We didn't like it at first, y'all. We were not loving those first 2 episodes. No.
The first 2 episodes, I was not sold by any means. And I was worried we were going to build a cast. I was worried there wasn't going to be enough complications. I already knew it wasn't going to be an aspirational, heartwarming watch.
Yeah, we did get that.
We got that early on. It's not going to be one of those seasons.
No.
This was, I don't know if I can compare it to anything we've had before. There's one.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, I think Jordan and Sparkle Megan might be the closest to our couple we root for.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone else is a mess.
But y'all hang in there because about mid-episode 4, mid-episode 4,
episode
6.
5. 6 was, 6 locked me in.
It's 5. It's actually, it's 5, 6 where you're like, oh.
There's some shit that we've never seen that's happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Sunday, so you should have watched the first 6 by now. If you're but I won't say anything.
If you haven't, put an earbud in your ear.
We won't do any spoilers. Well, maybe I will. I don't care.
Give your kids the iPad and say, just don't watch porn. Mama's got to watch Love is Blind.
You just say, I think like parents probably have porn filters on the children's iPads.
Yeah, I think they have, again, things I don't understand because believe me, there's no filter on ours.
No, I take all of it off.
All of it off, yeah.
It's, I'm just going to say it is, it was a slow burn until episode 6. And then I went, we've got a cast, we've got a season, we're here. And I'm going to watch it till the bitter end. And
we always are going to watch it because the show is still good.
It's good. It's good. It got good. It got good late. Yeah.
So then we're going to have another drop coming this week. We should be able to have our episodes 24 hours after that. And then after that second drop is when they're going to be doing reunion and things that we don't get screeners for. So we will have those episodes out as soon as possible, but cannot guarantee it's going to be 24 hours, y'all. Sorry.
We get them when we get them. Selling Sunset coming at the end of the month, season 9.
I'm really looking forward to that.
I know, it's just such good candy. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives coming November 13th.
I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
so. It is now. If you feel like if you're standing up from your chair at work and you kind of feel something on your backside and you go, why am I gaping?
Oh,
it's October. We were fully loaded in September and now we're gaping.
Perfect for my birthday month.
Perfect for your birthday month. We're recording this on Julie Andrews' birthday.
Oh.
Another Libra. Did not know.
Yeah, I can feel it.
We
feel each other.
No. Did you?
No.
Oh, but you do have a kinship with her.
Yeah. Yeah. She's my first woman I wanted to be my girlfriend.
That's saying, yeah. And I get it. Mine was Linda Carter. I know
actually
exactly
did
what that
not
means.
have any other real girlfriends though. Like a couple. That's true. I had some like later in my 20s when I said I was bi. But and I had like a girlfriend in college for just like a little bit, and then that kind of went away too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's not
when you
I
went on
wasn't you, Mr. Lothario, who had what, like 5 girlfriends?
Yes. I had many, like Reese, many girls that I had met in show choir that became my girlfriend.
You always
That's where I met them all.
Made
show
up,
choir.
made up excuses not to kiss them.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry. I have to sing tomorrow.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, shall we jump in? Oh, though the episode tomorrow, I will do my final Big Brother corner. As the winner has been crowned.
And it may be the most final corner we ever have.
If I don't apply.
If you don't apply, it's never happening.
It was a weird season. That's all I'll say.
If you apply to the Traitors and not Big Brother, I'll maybe let you do another season of Big Brother.
Okay.
Maybe. But you have to at least apply to one.
Okay. I will. Let's jump in. We're talking about Jasmine and Gino.
Look at me being nice. Let's do this.
Okay. Jasmine is...
I'm surly today. You're right. Have we switched? I don't know what's happening.
Well, you need to get that out of your system soon. I'll beat that out.
True.
Jasmine's playing with Coco, who we haven't seen in a while, and I was actually a little worried about.
No, he brings her water, and Coco's drinking her water, and of course Jasmine's like, I trust her mouth
more than any human. And
it's a misconception I don't know if this is true or not. Vet sissies or science sissies.
They say a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth. Yeah.
Is it though?
I don't know. I don't want to drink after a dog.
Dogs
My brother, his dog Bentley, who is his dog, has been his dog for a long time. And Bentley's got like 3 feet in the grave and went on a banana peel. But my brother will be eating like a yogurt or something like that. And Bentley will eat half the yogurt and my brother will eat after him. It's revolting.
I think a lot of people do that. With
I think so. I think sure do.
I think my dad would.
I don't like doing that to
Tila.
people.
He'd let Tila do anything.
Yeah. It's not for me. If you do it, don't come at me. If you do it, fine. I think it's gross. I don't want a human. I don't want to eat after a human.
Yeah, we think it's disgusting. We just lick buttholes.
It's true. I will say they need to be showered. So
you hope.
No, but yeah, there's a communication made.
No, yeah.
Yeah, there's a communication made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's whenever, just so y'all know, if you're having your first gay male experience and you try to go down on someone and they're not ready for you, if you just hear them say Taco Bell, that's the code word.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's when they say it every time, we know.
So they're putting together their pink bassinet and he says, I don't want to live in a Barbie house. And she just goes, then move.
I'm kind of with Matt on this because I bet you with Jasmine,
it's going to be too much.
It's going to look like Pepto-Bismol. Put an ad in here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot.
And the thing is, I still don't know how real this tension is of her saying, as time goes by, I don't know who you are anymore. Where's the Matt who said, let's go to Florida and be happy? And I'm thinking, this was a hookup you just wanted for his dick. And
then you got pregnant. Because she also says, you tell me I can't wear long nails and that I curse too much. So I'm like, well, I don't like that.
I guess I'm still wondering when she became his girlfriend. I can't.
Well,
parse.
when they went on that trip, it was supposed to be where the carriage ride and he took the ring off. But it wasn't very clear. I think the storytelling could have been clearer.
So
I think
But there needs to be feelings before that. There
I
needed to be a logical sequence for these two.
Well, remember, he took the ring off, drove her the thing, and then he told her he was moving. So it was like, what? We needed another episode of them to see them kind of make this commitment.
I just don't believe it. That's where I am. But even though I think in some ways I think it is real, it has to be for them. We never saw it. So I don't believe, you know why I don't believe, where is this Matt who was so great in Florida, in Michigan with me? I never saw that Matt. So I don't know where that is either.
Yeah.
So we're just asked to believe
think it's
that.
real because I don't think Matt is that good of an actor.
You mean it's real because of her saying, I'm talking about Jasmine more.
Yeah.
He actually looks confused most of the time at the scenes.
Because also, too, she said, where is this Matt that I knew? Well, it was the Matt who was your fuck buddy, not in a relationship and not the father of your baby. So he's changing. He is changing because it's a way more serious thing now.
You also did not know him.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And I guess this idea of it's asking us to accept as gospel something we did not know, because we have to believe that they once either were in love and now she's feeling less in love. We never knew that they were in love. And so that's why I think we skipped a step, and the whole thing kind of rests on that, and it doesn't work for me. And I believe they're going to be on The Last Resort.
Yeah, I've said it. Yeah.
And I just am thinking, how are we going to do this if has he told her he loved her on camera?
No, I don't think I've seen that. So
what are y'all looking at me? You're like, what happened? I don't know. I needed that step.
Maybe it's going to be like when they have the baby and it all comes together. I don't know. I don't know. Now,
they're talking about getting to know his family.
Yeah, she brings up, I still don't know your parents. And Matt is right. Nobody knows about her and her parents. Her family
doesn't know about him.
And she even has other children. Like her kids don't even know she's having. So Jasmine has nothing to stand on.
Well, she says Dana and Michelle know you. And I don't know if that's enough.
No, it's not. And because he knows that's not going to be her family anymore. She might talk to them now, but in 3 years, when Jasmine and Matt have kids, whether together or not, and isn't the rumor that she's pregnant again?
Yep, the rumor is pregnant again.
And so if they're growing this family, she's not going to talk to them in 3 years. So she's busy, going to be living in Florida. And so, but Matt already brings up, well, if you meet my family, you're going to have to dress up more. And
cover up more. Yeah.
Cover up more. And as he says, he's like, my mom talks about Jesus 24/7. She is a conservative Romanian woman.
Just to be fair, Romanian, especially immigrant populations here who left, they're very socially conservative.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand what he's talking about.
No, I don't think he's gilding the lily here.
Which is crazy that he would do all this coming from that. So
do they live in Florida?
Who?
His family?
Oh, no, they're from Michigan, sweetie.
So
his family's in Michigan.
His family's back in Michigan. Yeah. I just wasn't clear. Got it.
So he said, Matt says, I feel like I'm be cursed by the Romanian community because we're doing things way out of order. I've got to say this. Let me say this about Matt. There's something about his interviews that comes off much more authentic than Jasmine ever can. That it feels like he's just this clueless guy walking through.
Maybe because he is. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
It could be better actually to look. It's always better to tell your mama and daddy that you had a baby when you hand them their grandbaby.
So you're saying
better for dads for forgetting
the baby.
Well, because then they're going to have the baby and they're going to love it. Because my dad, when my brother told my dad that he got his girlfriend pregnant, my dad yelled and screamed and flipped out. And then when Dylan came around, they're all just sobbing, holding that baby.
So you think your brother should have waited 9 months.
That's what I would have done. If it was me, if it happened to me, I would wait and just come home with the baby and say, look what happened.
And then they saw Amber and they're like, oh, and you're like, yeah, Amber's gained a lot of weight.
Yeah. Or maybe you're just busy. Maybe either after the baby or when you're actually in delivery, like, hey, mom, we're on the way to the hospital. Kind of like the way you introduce like you said, you would ever introduce your mother to your future if you ever, not that you're going to get married, but if you did, it would be till like literally you're walking down the aisle and that's when you introduce them.
Yeah.
So it's that same type of.
Yeah. Really quick. Hey, this is my fiance. We're going to get married in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I never hear anything, Jay-Bird.
Kind of the way to do it, though.
That's definitely the way I would do it. Yeah. Wouldn't
so
know
maybe that's his plan, to just wait until it's so late that they love the baby.
That's true. But Jasmine says, I'm tired of dealing with words. I want to see action. So he says, let's start with one of my buddies from Michigan. We're going to meet David. And she's like, well, this is just the start. So he's helping her into clothes and knocks over a painting in their Airbnb that they're in.
Yes.
And so she's like, he's going to see this. It's like, no, David probably won't bring it up. We'll just cover it up. I will say straight men usually are this ignorant about things. But Jasmine is at a level of pregnancy.
Yeah, she is at a level. I love that term. She's at a level of pregnancy.
She is at a level of pregnancy.
Yeah.
Where it is undeniable, unless it is, as Jasmine says, a big tumor. Because there's some women who are pregnant like up to a certain amount. You probably could not tell. But Jasmine is not one of those women. No. This is 6 months, so you're going to see it.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're putting, and Matt even says, being Romanian, coming from a traditional family, having a baby out of wedlock is really taboo, and he's worried that David might tell some of the Romanian community back there. And we are at Krabby's Bar and Grill.
Krabby's Bar and
Grill.
Grill.
Where you take all your friends and family.
I did note that as well. Sounds great.
And he speaks Romanian to David. And the first words out of Jasmine's mouth are the cliches of
Dracula
and gypsies. And here's the problem, y'all.
Born in the wagon of a traveling show.
I don't even know if Jasmine, probably she doesn't, that gypsy is a pejorative term. Most people who identify that way would prefer to be called either Romani or Roma. And you don't even know this. I was looking at this. Gypsies were called that because people thought they were from Egypt.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Egypt.
So kind of the way like we called indigenous Native Americans
Indians, because we thought they were from India.
Huh.
Yeah, because we thought we were in India.
We thought we landed in India.
And
we didn't.
Hundreds and hundreds of years later, we still are repeating our same mistakes. But that's our people. But yeah, it's so they much prefer Roma, and it's a very actually different group, completely different ethnic group than Romanians. Which is more of like descendants of like Roman peoples who moved up to that area. So they're very different groups, and to say that is really showing a lack of understanding. And a lot of people, Americans in general, and just don't know a lot about that part of the world.
I mean, it's a long way from Panama.
Panama.
It's a long way.
And Matt goes, yeah, you can offend a lot of Romanian people that way, talking like that. So hopefully she wouldn't do that meeting his family.
No.
And David is moving to Florida as well. And
that's waiter Antonio.
Oh my God.
She is cute. Just walking in there like, Jasmine lit up because she was like, oh, good, a gay person. I love them and they love me. You just saw her face get so happy.
Yeah.
It's like when she met us in New York. She was so happy to see gay people.
Jasmine is would be happy surrounded by gay men.
If she can get herself around some Cuban queens, some Miami
Oh
queens.
my God.
She would never look back.
I don't know where they are in Florida.
I don't know. If they get a house, like someone to do like a nanny or something, she should get a gay manny because any woman she would destroy.
I know. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's like when they're in quote Florida, like Days of Our Lives goes to Europe. We don't know what city it's in.
We don't. We don't.
And so they're asking. She's basically saying, "Oh, how did this?" David asks, "How did this happen?" He's like, "Well, we became friends and started working out. And how'd you become more than friends?" And Matt says, "Witchcraft." I'm convinced she had a voodoo doll. I think Matt is funny sometimes.
He's funny, but I think what irks Jasmine, I think he always makes jokes about this kind of stuff.
I agree with you.
What he fails to realize, I think, is I do think Jasmine's a bit more emotionally intelligent than he is. There's that.
For sure.
But there's also Jasmine still loves Gino. She wants to be loved. I mean, she's always wanted to be, but right now she's in a very vulnerable place about that. So if he had just started this conversation, it started with Jim, and then I really developed feelings for her and I really care about her. And say that.
Well, he's this raised traditionally. He doesn't have access to his emotions as a man.
True as well.
So sometimes we kind of wish straight men would be able to do this. There are no models for them. They cannot learn to do it on their own. It's impossible to learn to do something when you've never been modeled for you.
That's just true.
So you have to grow up and actually make the change to do that. He is not old enough to do that yet. Something has to, for a straight man to, unless he was raised to be able to use his emotions, to be able to express them. Something has to interact with a straight man like a comet coming into his orbit. There's no other way. Because you can't learn what was never modeled for you. It's impossible.
That's true. That's true.
It's not that I want to give straight men a break, because I've been very critical of them in the past, but I will defend them here. Straight men cannot learn it. It has to be modeled, or you have to go very slowly with them when you're in a relationship with one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe a good therapist. Yeah. That's just where we are. That's realistically. Yeah. Anyway, where are we? She's asking if he had a happy penis.
Yes.
And
happy penis. Fuck about things you like to fuck.
My penis is usually happy. I feel like.
I feel like. Yeah. I think it's pretty. Feels pretty of use.
Yeah, when it's being abused for certain. Then it kind of sleeps all the other times, and it wakes up going ah.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Maybe happy, maybe voracious instead of happy.
Okay. Blech.
That's probably better.
Yeah,
so she's asking, is he promiscuous? No. And it's like, so you can give me your word he hasn't been married and had kids. she's freaked.
This is where she looked crazy.
Yeah.
When
and she's
was
like,
asking.
He had me in the shadows, David. He had me in the shadows.
I wrote, when she said that, I literally wrote all caps, Jasmine, calm down. Because she says, and then she said, but luckily I know how to be a wife because I've done it twice. And they kind of look at her and blink. And she's like, I do. I know what it takes to make a marriage work. And then she said, and I'm still married legally.
And I went, stop talking. And Matt just goes, I don't think there's any reason to bring that up. And that's when David says, okay, that's what I'd have a problem with.
Yes. Yes.
I think Jasmine is assuming a lot that people would not have a problem her dating this guy when he has, when she is still legally married to someone else.
Well, and Yeah. Yeah. I think he would have a problem. Very much so. I mean, it's when Matt brings it up, you're like, that's really fair. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of don't have words for it because there's not really a point to argue with that. Like,
Right. She just looks the other way and thinks that it's just going to be fine. And Jasmine says, go ahead.
I was going to say, she does this thing. I think it's speaking of Brene Brown. She has this new book out now. I want to get, but I think this was it's called Strong Ground, I believe. But I believe it was in Daring Greatly, her book, where she talked about this term of, I don't know, I never thought about this before when we were talking about Love is Blind, because it happens in Love is Blind. She called this thing called floodlighting, she calls it. And basically it's this, where this oversharing, this overtelling, because we think it's vulnerability, but it's not true.
We talked about that before. Yeah.
It's that's
floodlighting.
A great book,
I really like that.
Yeah.
Where you think it's not vulnerability, you're almost trying to. It's almost manipulative, trying to get something out of the other person.
Well, or you're trying to like blind someone to your faults, like floodlighting. You're trying to get them. You want them not even to manipulate, but it could be you're oversharing, so they see. They also shine a light on any cracks, so then they don't. There's many reasons to do it, but yeah, I think in this
like
case,
that term.
Well, we're a Brene Brown podcast. Not that we are. Not that that's a brave stance, but we are. But I think Jasmine, I think that's one reason why she does. It's a bit to call Matt out, but it does feel like you used the word desperate, and I think that was so apt because it is this desperation to be validated by someone.
Yeah, for sure.
Jasmine, really, I wish she didn't like Dick so much because it would be dramatic, but I think she would do way better in a relationship with a woman.
Oh, I think she would compete with that woman. And I don't no, absolutely not. Yeah, I think she would.
A very masculine kind of identified energy.
She would have
woman.
to be like a real butch.
Like Jane Pauley. You know what I mean? Just really like, no, I mean Jane Lynch. I meant Jane Lynch.
I went, why are you so mean to Jane Pauley? She does have a very low resonant voice.
She does.
Jane
I love her on
Pauley.
CBS This Morning. I watch her every Sunday.
Like Jane Pauley. I went, interesting choice.
Jane Pauley, so good at improv. Loved her on Glee.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's basically there. David's like, well, lots of surprises tonight. I can tell you that Romanians really don't usually approve of couples living together before marriage, let alone having a kid. And his mom's going to have a lot to swallow.
Yeah.
And so there, and Matt says, please don't tell anybody about this. And Jeb's like, am I supposed to hide for the world for 20 years?
And she starts crying and she goes to the bathroom. And David actually says, man, don't you see her point about introducing you to your mom and sister? Like,
yeah.
He said, just leave out the bits that aren't too pleasing. And Matt says, what? He said, I don't think she understands how bad it looked. It all comes down to you're still not divorced. And he said, it was kind of endearing when he looked at the camera and said, we look like a hot mess.
Yeah.
She doesn't get it.
I'm telling you.
He's right. You do.
I'm telling you, he's worked his way up. And it's those interviews. He is coming off. They've gotten him. He what it is. There's a producer he trusts.
Yeah.
And you're seeing him as just a regular guy. And that is really good for this show. And it helps that he's
such
attractive.
A good producer for shit like this. But then I'd have crazy reality people calling me all the time.
They're a much better couple to, they're a much better couple to make palatable than Jasmine and Matt, than Jasmine and Gino, especially how Gino is now.
How Gino is now, not Gino 1.0, but
no,
Gino 2.0.
They sold Gino to us as a lovable idiot.
And he is not.
And he is not. Very much so.
she comes back and David not Matt, David goes, how do you feel? And she's like, I just can't get divorced. I'm stuck here with a person who doesn't want me to show my belly or share this with other people. I feel on my own. And Matt nervously laughs, doesn't go well.
No.
And David actually is the one that looks at him and says in front of her, bro, you got to grow up. You have a kid on the way. Like you've got, it actually, the fact that he's saying that to me points out a little bit, like I think I've said this before about Matt, and it just solidifies this. Matt is a child.
He has
lived his life as a man baby, a good-looking guy who probably made decent money. He could go where he wanted to go, fuck whoever he wanted to, and never have Peter Pan syndrome and never grow the fuck up.
Yep.
And it makes sense. That's why he's so terrified about this girl thing and just a baby thing, because he's a kid.
It's quite an easy read. And because I know so many men like this, especially growing up in the South.
This was my brother until he had a baby, and he got his shit together, and now is an exemplary father. So Matt has the potential for that too.
Well, it's just that, and I'm not saying Jasmine should always be thinking about what he's going through, but he's not going to be able to really tell her. He actually did, and just sharing with her that he's terrified of being a father, and that was helpful. But I think she won't think about that when he does something else. She'll take it personally and say it's rejecting me. Later on, Gino is pumping iron at the gym.
Gino's at the gym because, you know why? Because Matt does. And he's completely jealous of him.
Yes, it's so obvious.
It's so obvious.
With terrible form,
Terrible form. He's working out. He's like, I sent her an email telling her that I'm about to block her, but I wanted to say some final words and be done with this chapter.
He is unblocking her. That's how childish it is. He sent her a message after unblocking her.
Yeah.
And then I want to read the letter and close the final chapter. And so
Jasmine's spitting out about it at home. She's like, I don't know what
he's a snake. When he gets quiet, he's planning
worried about
something.
her immigration. She calls him and he answers.
Before they say, he must be watching porn.
Yeah, he doesn't answer. She's like, he must be watching porn. He's like, glad you called. And they have a conversation. And we don't even know to go through point by point. It devolves very quickly.
Let me bullet point this for you. So he basically says one thing at the beginning. So we had such a strong bond. You always told me how much you love me. However, we're already there. Once you got to Michigan, you treated me horribly. In other words, once we started living together and we weren't on vacation mode and when reality set in, and just telling you I find the timing of you receiving your green card and sleeping at Matt's very significant. It's obvious. And the worst thing here, y'all, is why he wrote a letter is because he didn't want her to be able to say anything. And that it's so brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised she let him keep going with this. Anyway.
Well, she wants to know what he's going to say, which is what he eventually says. Because she said, that he's already called immigration on her and that they will hear from her soon.
Right.
Soon.
You used me. And he said, you stabbed me in the back and you broke my heart. And then y'all, it's time to talk about money. And then he basically lists about all the money stuff that he paid for her, and
which we talked about last week when we got that screenshot.
And that's when he says it was a scam. It was a marriage scam and fraud to the T. And then Jasmine finally says, "Well, what's immigration going to do? I didn't do anything criminal. I married you, and the marriage didn't work." It's like, no. It's criminal because the marriage was never true. Y'all, he's never going to be able to prove this.
Yeah, we've already said this. He's very delusional.
Yeah.
We know from it's very hard to prove marriage fraud.
You cannot prove. You would have to introduce evidence from Jasmine to maybe her mother or other people saying, Gino is such an idiot. I'd never loved him. Mm-hmm. You would literally have to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he'll say, and Jasmine says basically, all the things I did for you, you never did anything just for me, and I never got any empathy for you ever. And she's basically says, even now when you say you love me and the fact I'm carrying a baby, you chose right this moment to call and call immigration on me. And she's like, go back to Panama and I would be happy, which is so awful. And it's just,
I'm glad she hung up on him.
yeah, she did.
I'm glad she was like,
yeah. And so now she's obviously upset because he called immigration. Who knows these days? I don't know if they need any.
It's terrifying. No, you don't need a reason. So I bet
I don't know when this was filmed.
Jasmine is probably terrified to go out of her house now. As paranoid as she is about all this.
Yeah. Let's move on to something brighter with Brandon and Julia.
Okay.
Just a little tiny thing.
I think this is all fake.
Me too.
It's just it was wrapped up too quickly. It was too odd. It was too weird. I think this was all, they were already planning on doing the trip. I feel like they created all of it.
Yeah, I did too. It felt really, I don't know. Is this it for them? Or are we going to get to see them traveling through Europe? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. We're only on.
They have to tell the parents.
Yeah, and we're only on episode 14. We've still got about.
I think we've only got about 6 more episodes.
Yeah,
if that, 5 or 6 more episodes.
Nobody leaves that early in the show. Maybe 3,
and then we'll have like 3 tell-alls.
With this cast, they could do 4 tell-alls again.
Tiger Lily and Adnan. That we never saw them after the baby was born, but supposedly they were. Tiger Lily posted something about her engagement after she announced their ending or something like that. And she's like, thanks everybody. So I don't know if it's real or not. The breakup.
I think something happened and TLC wants to be done with them and they don't want to see them anymore. Because it's too weird that they first of all, they're too it's
a car crash. You can't look away.
Yeah, it's too dynamic to not have it on camera. And then the fact that because you said their name and I went, oh wait, we haven't seen them in 4 episodes?
As soon as the baby was born and that was it. No, it's been like 5 or 6.
Yeah, well, something happened. Some legal thing or something, and TLC is like, we out.
Yep, I agree.
And I bet it hasn't come out because Tiger Lily probably paid for it not to.
Yeah, because y'all, if TLC cuts ties with somebody, it's bad.
Yeah. Remember this TLC who had fucking Jeffrey on the other way?
Nope. Well, not the other way.
Or was he on 90 Day?
Yeah. With Varya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't she in prison now too?
Yeah. Anyway, so Julia's going back, says she comes back and sees Brandon cutting grass and he's like, well, how's New York? And she's like, but Brandon, I decided to sell my apartment, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to Europe with or without you. And if I leave, our marriage is over. Everything's done. And Brandon goes, Julia, I'm already going. I quit my job.
And I went, what?
And you're expecting this like notebook moment. And you don't really get that.
Both of them aren't good enough actors to carry this off.
I totally agree.
Especially him. He could do it.
Yeah,
he's not.
He's terrible.
He's just not. He's not a...
And so they give each other a pinky promise. She's like, I promise you won't change your mind. And
I did laugh whenever she said pinky promise and he looked at her pinky and went,
seriously?
Really? Yeah, seriously? That was cute.
And y'all, he says, I choose you always. We're going to Europe. He does tear up. I don't know if that's fake or not, but y'all, they have to tell their parents. And Julia says, if they love us, they will understand. Yeah, sure. It's going to be a mess next week.
Yeah.
Yes. That is the episode.
The episode.
We'll be back tomorrow with the housewife trip.
Mañana. We'll be back. Mañana.
Be back tomorrow with a housewife trip and then Darcey and Georgie doing...
and Stacey and Darcey doing silks.
Yes, they're doing, I think, silk yoga. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that is the show. Please follow us on YouTube because if you want to watch us on YouTube, the only way to do, which is this show on our YouTube channel on Tuesdays, the only way to do that is to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com, RealityGays. It's free. You don't got to pay to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Totally free. So you can do that. We appreciate it very much. Or if you want to watch this video and part 2, if you want to watch them both on Sunday night because you're a thirsty dick pig and we love you for it, you can subscribe to RG Plus on the $15 tier, the top tier. That'll give you that. It also will give you the newest season of Love After Lockup and Seeking Sister Wife, all available on video. You can watch us. Hi. We're saying hi. And if you
I can't make my finger go down.
Well, you're just used to flipping people off. That's it. It's just like,
No, my little finger has the one with the tendons cut. Thank you for highlighting my disability.
Oh, is it a disability? I think your hand jobs are just fine.
I got no complaints.
Yeah.
Well, I usually use my left hand because it feels more.
I don't want to know this. This is information I did not need to hear on my bucket. Okay, so anyway, fuck it. We're ending. Y'all, we call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes, and if you introduce the mother of your child as your beautiful roommate, you're going to be sleeping on the couch.
We're sleeping on the couch. Sure are.
Call us.
Call us.